Welcome everyone back to Kenshi. So last episode we did a little bit of stuff. First off, we gained 2 new recruits. We managed to kind of set up more prioritized jobs. We did a little bit of research. We managed to get up a second field. And then we also saw what some very, very powerful characters can do. So in between episodes, I was just trying to generally sort through all the bodies here. And I transferred all of Izumi's stuff over to Thurman because she died from that terrible something. But there was a few Bone Dogs attacks that they were pretty easy to deal with. All we had to do was stand behind our gate and shoot at them. However, if we go to here and we go to dialogue, here it is, Scrawny Raid moving towards our outpost. And if we look at our map, they are nearing. So here is apparently the Scrawny Raid. Excuse me? How many? How fast are you guys running? 14. Okay, they're really freaking slow. What the heck? How is this fair? You need like an entire raid group to deal with this. Alright, how fast is... Okay, Chuck is 14. He's 11. Why are you 11? Alright, so I've moved all of our people onto the crossbows and such, but it's definitely not going to be enough. I mean, there's got to be at least 100 of them here. So we're most likely just going to have to flee. I've lightened most of our people up. I still got to lighten Mitchell up for some reason. He's super heavily encumbered. I'll probably just transfer some of his weapons over to Crumble John, because Crumble John has a lot of strength. But yeah, I guess we're just kind of hope that we can deal enough damage. Giovanni and Crumble John are on the crossbows because they have the highest turrets skill. So let's see what happens. So this is the first volley of attacks, and half of them decided to just clip through the wall. So we are just gonna flee. I mean, to be honest... Oh yeah, no way. Run. Everyone run. That's ridiculous. There's so many. I don't understand how that's a balanced rate at all. Anyway, everyone, flee up here. Where are you guys going? No, did they pick up all the guys here? Okay, they picked up a few of them. Because these guys still have loot on them that we weren't able to get off of them because there was a raid. They just... Where are they going? Okay, that's cool. And as soon as we turn up to stack, apparently there's an Oni just chilling. And the guards are beating him to a pulp. So we can just kind of loot him. Alright, so I've looted the Oni and he's been actually put in jail. He didn't have much on him. They already had taken his weapons, so we only got the first aid kits and repair kits. But we can still sell it. So I'm going to sell off all the goods that we brought, because a few people have some miscellaneous weapons too. And then I'll come back. We're at 11,000 cats right now. Alright guys, so after selling all that stuff off and buying all the research books they had, we now have an extra 4 regular books and 2 farmer's notebooks. We're down to around... Again, we didn't really change our money much, actually. So, at 11,600 cats. And now we're going to actually head back to our outpost because I don't think there's anyone else left there. So, I guess what we kind of find... Who are you? Willard of the Dust Bandits. I already looted him, so he has nothing on him. Alright, so we're back at our outpost, and it doesn't seem like there's actually any cannibals here. Other than the ones that we killed, which is like 2. But they took the rest of the corpses here, who still have loot. So it's a little bit unfortunate. However, I think it's kind of better that we're all alive. I'm also just going to go through all of this crap on the ground and sell it all because it hurts my eyes. Alright guys, I think it's about time to do a little bit more research. We actually have 14 normal research books in here and 6 farmer's notebooks. So what we're going to do first is definitely in farming, we're going to go for wheat straw farming so that we always have a solid resource food. We might also do some of this too, but those are regular books, so we're gonna save that for now. I think next, roads would be cool, but I don't really care about roads. At least not for right now. We might go for tech level 3. Or what else is there? There's the storage building shells, which would be pretty good because they can store a lot of stuff. Maybe we could do all of this stuff, which actually looks pretty interesting because then we can go out and trade. You know what? Sure, let's do that. What else is there? Training, not really all that useful right now. Water, I mean, we could use wells too. That'll allow us to just farm without having to gain water, so that's fine. Ore processing, cool. Improved stone mining, not really all that interested. Powered stone refinery would actually be pretty helpful. So I think we're gonna go for that. And then I think we might go for ore processing. That sounds kind of cool. Ore processing. We have a few more books, at least 2. Anything else that we really want right now? Metal fencing might be interesting. Corpse disposal could be useful, but what else is there? There's luxury goods that we could sell. Beds would actually be really good. I think we're going to go for beds because those will allow our people to recover faster if they have a damaged limb. And our new researcher is going to be Mitchell because the only 2 candidates are Mitchell and Kathy. And Mitchell gets a debuff to his laboring learning, so he's going to level that up slower. However, Kathy isn't affected by it at all. And both of them have a 1.2 XP bonus to science. And now we actually have 3 fields to work on. So eventually we're going to be able to get a larger field. Because if we go into buildings to farming, or sorry, crop fields, once we do the wheat farm, like wheat farming, we'll be able to do up to, I think, the large farms. And we are almost done with our wind generator, so I'm going to send out Chuck, just checking his inventory, to go out and mine a little bit of copper, because after we get that little bit of copper, we can build up our new wind generator. Alright, here's I think our second raid of the day. Another cannibal group. However, this time there's a lot less of them, so we might actually be able to fight them off. Yes, these people seem very, very friendly. What are they? I mean, are you just gonna take him and leave? I guess so. Alright. Cannibal raid finished. Alright guys, so I had Chuck outside mining at this ore vein. We actually have 2 of the largest level ore veins, which is pretty good. But yeah, now we're gonna have our own power generation. There we go. And that'll allow us to build powered stuff like more. We can build, first off, more lights so that our people aren't relying on torches, which will be brighter and cover a larger area. We'll also have more benches that'll allow us to do more things, especially with Kenshi Blood and Sand. It seems like it adds a lot more than I thought it originally did. Like if we even just go here and into storage liquid, it's got like benzene tank, oil, petroleum tank. Are there cars too? Alright, there seems to be a holy monk here who wants to join us. I just went to the bar in Stack because we needed to sell off a few things. However, I noticed this guy. Sure. 2,000 cats, and he's got some pretty decent stats. He's even another Scorchlander. But I don't think he'll be doing a lot of the crafting. I think he'll mainly be a laborer. Maybe even a crossbowman because he's got that bonus to dexterity. And with that new recruit, we're now up to 8 people. That's quite a lot of people. Unfortunately, as soon as Daryl got back, there seems to be a bunch of just triangle bandits hanging outside. So I'm going to send Kathy to the walls just to kind of shoot this guy out. before he beats Daryl up too badly. Come on, Kathy. I believe in you. Shoot at him, please. You do have a crossbow, right? Okay. I'm just gonna open the gate and let him in. And just like that, Daryl is now safe. Alright guys, back here in Stack, I was just waiting for the shops to open so that we could get some more research books, and there's another wild mule attack. Now if you watched one of my previous videos, we had another one of these, and we made a ton of money off of it. It was like 20,000 cats. So we're gonna do the same thing again. Alright, all of these mules have been looted up, and let's see how much they're worth. I'm gonna keep all the raw meat because we're running low on food at the base. However, we can sell all these animal skins, and each one is worth 210. We're around 9,700 cats right now, and we're at 15,000 right now. So we almost just doubled our money there. So right here, we're just gonna buy these books, and then I'll buy whatever is here, and then we'll head back to base. Alright, we are heading back to the base. 3 farmers notebooks and 4 research books richer. Alright, so some bandit demands have arrived at our outpost. However, there are now less of them than there are us. So I think, okay, go away. I think we are just gonna kind of run out there and shoot them. Alright, we unleashed our initial volley, and they're attacking now. I don't have much confidence in their success. Okay, keep firing, please. They're not all dead. And they're all down. Pretty simple. Other than these guys. Oh no, it's a crossbow fight. However, they seemed a little bit bugged out. So I guess I'll just mop them up and then we can see what our loot is. Alright guys, so I've looted most of these guys up. They really don't have much valuable. The most valuable thing that I found is this makeshift razor. However, they have this junk bow, which it's an okay weapon, as its name probably suggests. It's not great, but at least it's another crossbow, and it's at standard quality. Alright guys, so I've cleaned up almost everything from around here, at least everything that we could pick up. The only things that we can't pick up are human limbs and hive limbs, apparently. But I've organized all of it over here. So we've got armor, we have a few bolts, few extra crossbows, mainly crossbows that are not good or that we can't use, and then a bunch of melee weapons that I'll probably sell off in between episodes. However, we have actually gone through quite a bit of tech up, and I think we might have enough hay straw now to build a bigger field. So if we go to farming, crop field, we now have up the wheat farm large. So I think I'll just probably put it like right here, push it up against the wall to save space, like that, and then we'll just have them build it. I've also decided that we kind of need a base expansion. If we look down here, we're just about to finish coppersmithing, and we don't have access to these nodes, so I think I'm going to extend our wall like this, just to capture also the iron, because that's more efficient than mining on this primitive raw iron ground, even if it's a little bit of a further run. Alright, our new wall is all planned out, and by expanding this, we'll also have a lot more room to build farms and such. So I'm going to just have all of our people get to work on this. I'm just going to put them all on engineer, because we've built up quite a bit of building materials. Yeah, we've got around probably 70-ish, as well as some iron plates. Yeah, 44 iron plates. So I'm going to get them onto that, build up this wall, and then we will be back. So we managed to complete our wall pretty quickly. It was only about maybe a day and a half. No, it was more like a whole day. So we did that pretty fast. Now, however, because we have all that room, I'm going to get these guys to stop working on this. Actually, I'm just going to just straight up dismantle this. And then we can have them working on the more efficient ore nodes. So I was with Chuck. We were trying to get just one more research book, so I ran him to Stack and Squin. We managed to get 4 there. So I ran him to this hive village in hopes that maybe it would have another research book. They didn't. I checked all their stores. But then I noticed this just eye bleach. Fiddler crabs. Look at how horrifying their colors are. I hope that's a visual bug. If you design this, ugh, it's so painful to look at. Anyway, Chuck is going to be heading off to the hub in hopes that maybe, and there's a lot of big things now. Those are very dangerous. Anyway, Chuck is heading off to the hub to see if he can get more research books. Alright guys, so we did manage to get another research book. However, it wasn't from the hub. We managed to get it at the Rebel base, and it was their only one. So I'm just going to throw that in there. And then now we can finally go to Tech Level 3. So I figured that while we wait for some of our last research to finish up, we might as well do a few stat checks. So let's look at Chuck first, who is our first character. He's got 33 in crossbows. Actually, we can read it down here better. He has 36 in crossbows, 16 in precision shooting, meaning he doesn't hit our people as much, 40 in perception, 25 strength, 17 dexterity, and 7 toughness. And the pluses are from his ninja gear, which give him some extra crossbow buffs. If we look at Mitchell, he's also got some decent stats, 25 crossbows, 13 precision shooting, with 23 perception and 13 dexterity. Kathy has 12 and 10, with 7 in turrets, 9 in crossbows, and 2 in precision. And all of them have around 70 laboring, which is pretty great. Crumble John is actually doing pretty well for himself. Almost 50 strength, almost 20 toughness, 19 dex, 19 perception, 11 in turrets, 16 in crossbows, and 15 precision shooting. We have Beep, who is pretty much all these guys aren't going to be great because they're new recruits. 4 in dexterity, 7 in perception, with 553 turrets, crossbows, precision shooting, but with 76 laboring, and he's our farmer, so he has 5 farming. Then we have Giovanni, who has 13 dexterity, 6 perception, 17 turrets, which is our highest turret skill, 4 crossbows, and 9 precision shooting. Then we have our Shek guy here. He's not great at much because he's mostly a melee fighter. However, he's got 1 dexterity, 3 perception, 4 crossbows, 1 turrets, 1 precision shooting, and 39 laboring. And our newest recruit actually has negative perception. That's probably not good. He has 12 dexterity though and 3 crossbows. So a weird little bug, I guess, with our wall is that sometimes these mule things just clip up onto it. Like, they're walking and then they just clip up. I don't know why. It's pretty annoying because that means these guys are stuck here. And then if we don't open up the gates, they start breaking down the gates. So it's just pretty annoying. And I figured that I would mention that I did upgrade our stone processor. It's now stone processor 2, and it only requires 2 people to work at full efficiency. However, it uses 10 power to run. Since we researched tinsmithing and coppersmithing, we got access to this tools crafting workbench, and allows us to also craft all of these trade goods, which we might actually do. Each one requires around 4 hours to craft, and I think the most profitable one, where is it? It was like, I think it's the copper bowl. No, sorry, it's the copper figurine, which costs as much as the copper bowl, but is still worth the same amount. Okay, whatever. So yeah, I think next episode we're gonna maybe do a little bit more trading, with more trade goods. Alright guys, we've just finished Tech Level 3, however, we also have some incoming bandit demands. So let's see if we... Oh, holy, wow. That's a lot of guys. Yeah, I'm coming. Don't worry. There's so many. Okay, please open the door. We're gonna pay them because they have a lot of people. Yes, yes. Here you go, sir. 2,000 cats. Now they'll leave us alone, and hopefully we don't see bandit demands that large again. That was so many people. Like, the last group didn't even have as many people as we did. But I think that's going to be the wrapping up point for this episode. We've done quite a bit in this episode. First off, physically, we've made a lot of a larger base. We managed to capture a silver node, 2 copper nodes, and an iron node, as well as a lot more farm ground and such. We've also done a ton of research. I think we've gone through like 7 things of research today, and we've unlocked tech level 3, which will allow us to go through so many things. Like if we go to defense now, look at all the stuff that we can do now. But with all that said, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did enjoy, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And if you want to have any input on this series, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you want your name included in any one of these characters, or maybe even future characters, feel free to leave it down below too. I'll probably see it and add you. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and goodbye.